It's about to get live. We keep it pretty level, no surprise. Come and listen to the topics busted. Yeah, check out our discussion. Keith Norris and D2K. K-Bump 20 on the MIC. Jet I night all the way in Germany. Leveled head, you know who that boy is. But it say live and level, live and level. We on the MIC. Live and level, live and level. We just talking them games. Live and level, live and level. Take a seat and listen up, man. Live and level, live and level. Slap yourself. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Levelhead, and this is the Live and Level Gamers podcast. We are back doing it like we always do. I got the crew with me. D2K just showed up. So, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling out there?
It's good to be alive, brother. I'll say that much.
Okay. D2?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Pretty good there.
So, Keith will be jumping in here a little bit later. But if you're in the live chat and you're already there, go ahead and sign off. Let us know who you be. I'm trying to get there real quick. I'm not there yet. K-Bump, what was going on with you, bro? You was kind of alluding to some things. What's been going on with you, man? And you sound like you just came out of a war. Be quiet. Listen to him. K-Bump, you there? You muted if you talking.
Oh, yeah, I'm here, man. I'm just saying war is never changing, man. That's all it is. So, yeah, man, I've been a little under the weather lately. I actually had to take off work Tuesday and Wednesday because the brother was in pretty bad shape. Had the chills and couldn't control my temperature, and my body ached like I did a P90X workout or something crazy. Yeah, only thing I had in like 2 days was like a sandwich and a piece and some soup. Sorry, not a soup. 3 sips of a soup was all I had in like 2 days. So I finally started to feel a little bit better today. Went to work. Didn't want to be at work, but got to keep that paycheck coming. So I'm here. It's not the greatest.
Okay.
The weather here ain't the greatest. It's cold and rainy. So that's
yeah, same way down here. So we getting what y'all got.
Y'all get the same thing. Okay, yeah. It sucks, but man, I know the podcast was here, man. So I had to make sure I came through though.
All right. That's right. Anyway, so we glad you're here. Let me send these shots out. We got Cornelius in the building. Long time no see, the truth.
Right, the truth.
We got the video game her. We got K-Bump. Wait a minute. Slap yourself.
Oh my God. Stupid.
I was about to push the claps on you, man. I saw you down in there. What's up, D2K? How you been, bro?
I've been okay, I guess. Can't complain.
All right. Now, I'm pretty sure y'all caught the direct today, so we're going to talk about that. I'm going to try
Wait. Did you just assume I watched a Nintendo Direct?
I mean, you know,
Same
I thought
here.
since Smash Bros was no, we gotta talk about it. But I'm gonna try to give Keith.
Yeah. I saw a little bit
on that one.
about it. I'm good.
Okay, what about you, D2? Did you watch any of it? Did you care? No, yes, no. Crickets?
No squared.
No. Okay, crickets. We got crickets. Let's see if we got it over here. Do we got any crickets? I don't know. Let me see if I got some.
No, we don't need the crickets.
No, we gotta have the crickets, man.
The silence is self-explanatory.
There you go. Anyway, so before we get into these main topics, man, we know what we normally do, but anything special happen this week? Any movies anybody seen? What's going on? Like, anything before we get into what you've been gaming on?
What you mean, like just life? Or are you talking about just media?
Well, we know life hit you hard. You said you had to come home from work and everything. So
I had my.
I'm talking about
media.
Media.
I had my housewarming this weekend, man.
How'd that go?
Yeah, it was legit, man. It was good, man. We had about 50 so people come through.
50? Wow.
50?
Yeah, man,
you gotta okay, I gotta get up here and see what you 50 people.
I mean, man. Not all at the same time. Man.
Oh, okay.
Man,
like I couldn't fit. Man, I had to be outside if they was inside. Y'all go on in, make y'all self comfortable. I'm gonna go out here, sit out here on the front porch.
but we do got it's a 4-bedroom house. We got a family room, we got a living room, and we got a finished basement. So
okay,
and so we got the space. And so there was our little housewarming, and people came through. And it was a test because I'm out here with my Caucasian brothers, and I wanted to making sure that that if a group of us dark-skinned brothers got together, that no one would call the police. And I can proudly say that no police were called in the gathering of us dark-skinned brothers. And we had a good old time. Actually, a couple of my neighbors came by and actually kicked it with us. Matter of fact, my next door neighbor, he stayed over until about 11 o'clock. He was actually the last person to leave. So the dude was legit. People across the street was legit, and so I'm in a good spot. I feel pretty good. I can do what I got to do in this neighborhood without anybody feeling otherwise. So,
without Becky standing on the corner calling the cops, huh?
No, wasn't no South Park Susans, no barbecue Becky's.
No Becky's, huh?
No, everybody was legit, man.
Block the door, Suzanne's.
No. I was pretty happy, man. Everybody legit, man. They don't got no problem. All they care about out here, man, is if they don't care what color you are, alone you do right. So I'm down with that.
That's what's up. Hey, they claps on that. You know what I'm saying? No block the door. Rebecca's up in here talking about where your keys. Man, I seen that video. I was like, dude, I don't know how I would have handled that if this lady was trying to block me from getting into my apartment building complex. Man, I would have lost my condo. I'm paying rent here. Anyway, what about you, D2K? Anything special before we move into what you've been gaming on?
No, not really. I've just been busy working, so I haven't really had time to do anything else.
Okay. I saw that I think it was did you draw? The character off of Poison. I saw you that the video you had, I think that's her name, Poison from Street Fighters.
Yeah.
That was tough, man. That was tough. I'll be trying to catch you every now and again when you posting your stuff. I'll be like, man, D2K got some little skills over there, man. Some skills. Anyway, let me ask one more thing, K-Bomb. As far as you said you moving to your new house, how much more room do you have over the old spot that I visited a few times?
Bruh, so we can fit pretty much our entire lower level from the old house. We can fit that in 2 rooms here.
God. Yeah, I got to come up here and see what you messing with, man. That don't make no sense.
Yeah,
how the wife like it? She loving it then.
She love it, man. We were blessed to get it, man. Even how the whole thing worked out for us to get it. As a matter of fact, just today, told you life is working out pretty good. We just had we couldn't sell our old house, so we've been paying 2 mortgages for about 3-4 months. But so we just had some tenants move in today to the old.
Oh, so you did go that route then?
Yeah, man. Can't keep paying 2 mortgages, bro. So got to make the decision. Got some tenants moved in, and hopefully in about 6 months to a year, they're lucky enough to buy it. So that's what I'm hoping.
That's what's up. At least you got some rent coming in that cover I hope you charge them enough to cover more than what.
Hold on. Let me stop the podcast really quick. Video game. Can y'all not rob me? Can a brother do good for a second? Y'all in the comment section are tripping. Cornelius. Can a brother do good? Can a brother do good? All I did was I used my football. I went to school and got a pretty good degree. That's what I did. Now you don't gotta rob a brother. You can congratulate a brother. You don't gotta rob him. Okay, go
Stick
ahead.
up, kid. So anyway, all right. So let's get into this first topic. What you been gaming on? D2K, I'm gonna start with you first, bro. What you been gaming on?
Not a doggone thing.
I'll say that again. Slap yourself. I apologize. I didn't mean to push that. Go ahead, man.
Yes, you did.
So nothing, man. Okay. So you've been playing on that nothingness. All right, K-Bun, what you been playing on, man?
Man, I've been trying to. Well, when I wasn't sick, because I didn't play anything when I was sick. That's how you know I was sick, because you used to have that little sick when you were at school where you really just want to stay home and play games. I was sick, so I actually didn't play anything for those couple of days. But outside of that, play a little bit of 2K, Madden. I tried to play Overwatch, but the season ended, so I got to wait for the new season to come back up. So I can play that competitive mode when that pops back up. But I think it's live again, so I'll try to hop back on some more Overwatch. And then I got to turn back in my old GameFly game so I can get because I got some games on my list, which is Red Dead is on my list. The new Black Ops I heard is supposed to be good. So we'll see. So I'm gonna try to get that very soon. I'm trying to get that Red Dead very soon, and hopefully I can add another Nintendo game to my collection, which is very skeet at this point. But I would love to add another Nintendo game to my collection. Hopefully, we get some Black Friday sales or something good. Hop out on GameFly. So that's what I'm hoping. But,
go ahead. Okay, so I got a thought about that. But go ahead.
Yeah, but as far as games I've been playing, like I said, just at this point, very little because of the sickness. But when I did get a chance to play Madden 2K and Overwatch.
Okay, go ahead, D2. What was you finna say?
I don't know. This actually could tie into the conversation we're going to have later. I think I'll table that for later because it's kind of ties into another topic that we got.
Okay. So let's talk about what I've been playing, and it's
called congratulations. You played yourself.
I haven't been playing nothing. So let's get on to the next topic. No, I haven't played anything this week, man. I've been slacking. I've been absolutely slacking when it comes to gaming. I just been distracted with other things, and I got that Tomb Raider up there, and I need to jump back on it. But I don't know, man. For the last few weeks, a lot of stuff outside of my house has been drawing me away. I can't. Who said I've been slacking? Cornelius, look at you, man. Look at you. Slap yourself. Don't be talking stuff in the comment section, Cornelius. I see you down here slacking. Yeah, I've been slacking. Because I have life hitting me all upside my head. Anyway, I had a lot of stuff going on down at the church and different events. So I haven't, for the last week and a half, I hadn't had time to really get no gaming in. So, but I plan on jumping back on that Tomb Raider. But this leads me into what we could talk about until Keith get here, because I want to wait till he get here before we talk about Smash. There's a lot of games coming out right now. You got Red Dead Redemption 2. You got Star. What was it? It's already out. Both of these are already out. You got Star.
Link.
Not Star Fox, but Star. What was that?
Link.
Star Link. That's out. You got some other games coming out, and then you got what's coming out on the Switch with Smash Bros, which we can talk about that in this field. You got Pokemon. What is it? Pokemon. What is it? Hebe and whatever. Hebe and Phoebe.
Let's Go Eevee. Something like that.
Let's Go Eevee. Something like that. You got all these games coming out, and I was just thinking, like, Do y'all get overwhelmed during the holiday season with all the games that be hitting and coming out at the same time? You had Call of Duty, which I have no interest in getting, but there's a lot of games that have hit in the last, I would say, 2 months that I'm like, man, what do I get? Like, this is going to lead into another conversation, but I want to start here with it. Do y'all get overwhelmed with the amount of titles that come out during the holiday season? I'll start with you first, K-Bump.
Well, actually, the last couple of holidays, it really hadn't been that much because usually comes out this time. It's Assassin's Creed, which I've given up a long time ago. You get the Call of Duties, which I usually rent for 2 weeks and I'm done. At one point, I think last year, no, I think I did have Nintendo system last year, yeah, but I didn't get any new game just from what came from GameFly. And then the PlayStation game, I mean, didn't really much came out. I think the game with the boy and the Griffin thing came out last year. The Last Guardian.
Yeah, Last Guardian.
Last Guardian came out last year, and like something else. So it wasn't really any heavy hitters last year that came out last year. And I think that's one of the issues we were talking about. It wasn't really too many big hitters. I think this year there's a lot more in stake, especially when one of the biggest games of this generation coming out, which is this Red Dead, which is going to keep people busy for probably the next 3 to 4 years, looking at what GTA 5 is doing. And so back when they were dropping hitters after hitters after hitters, yeah, it was definitely overwhelming. My GameFly, I used to increase my GameFly to 4 games out at once, just so I can play all of the holiday games, because that's back when Battlefield was good and Call of Duty was good. Then I still had Madden, I had 2K, and I had any other little side games I wanted to play. There was Infamous out at that point in time. And so, yeah, I would spend, $30 a month on GameFly to get 4 games out at once, because I was rotating between all 4 of those games. And so, yeah, it was definitely overwhelming, because then the ones that I could get on sale during Black Friday, I would get on sale and then send that back to GameFly and get another game. So yeah, it used to be, but I don't think to me is not as full as the holiday season as it used to be. That's my perception. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I game different, but my perception is that it's not as full of big hitters.
Okay.
Even like the Need for Speed used to drop around this time too. So it used to be a little bit of everybody joining in and jumping in the pod during the holiday season, and I don't feel that, especially last year, and I don't really see that for this year for me.
Okay, the truth, you got to elaborate. So you watching the game? Klay Thompson done dropped 51 again. Let me know what you're talking about there. But yeah, man, I'm with you, but still, it's still a lot of games I want to get though, even though it ain't a lot of major hits that have coming out, but there's still a lot of games that I want to get. Like, I want to get that Starlink. I'm thinking I'm going to get that Red Dead Redemption 2. I still got to get my son NBA 2K19 because he wants that. I apologize. That's my tablet. He wants that. I also plan on getting I'm gonna say that when we talk. Well, I say it now. The next the third part to
Darksiders, right?
Darksiders 3. I want to get that game as well. And we're gonna talk about that as well. But it's like, dude, look, I ain't balling like other folks. I ain't balling like that. I ain't like, y'all can't rob me. Y'all can't rob me.
Really now?
I apologize, man. But y'all could, but y'all ain't leaving with much. Put it like that. You might be disappointed. You might actually give me some money. So anyway, like, man, I feel sorry for dude. Here, man, take this, man. We can't rob you. Anyway, but I got all these games I want to get. And I'm thinking, like, I'm not playing them though, and that's my concern. Like right now, I bought that. I bought Origin a few months back. I haven't played. I'm done playing it. I don't care about the story. I think I told y'all this last week. I got Uncharted. I mean, not Uncharted, but Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider upstairs right now, and I plan on finishing that. That's a fun game. But when I look at a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, I know that's an immersive, engaging game. And I said last week, I'm kind of intimidated. But then you got a game, and we can start here with our first topic, like Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. All the hype. Now you don't hear nothing about it.
I don't forget all about Spider-Man.
Right. No, I don't hear nobody talking about Spider-Man. I don't see nobody putting up anything on it. It's like it came, it had its moment, and then it just went out just as fast as it came in. And it's like, I was thinking about this, K-Bum and D2. There's games on the PlayStation 4 that I still want to play that's been out for a while, like the Uncharted game that was supposed to be DLC that they turned into an actual game with the female protagonist. That game, I can't remember what it's called, but I want to play that game. And Horizon Zero.
You said which game?
Uncharted. Remember at the 4?
The last something.
Yeah. I'm like, I bet that's bargain bin right now. I bet it's still
about $20.
About $20. Horizon Zero done. I haven't played it. I plan on picking it up. Like, and I remember what you were saying.
Horizon?
No, I have yet to play Horizon Zero done.
Hey,
After you said what you said, man, it made me want to get it. But before I didn't care. I was like, nah, I'm good. But after you was telling me, but you got the Pro though, so
yeah,
you was bragging about the vision.
It's absolutely beautiful. No, I mean, but the gameplay is good enough to keep you going. The stories, like I said, to me, the story wasn't the best, but the gameplay was legit, man. I had fun.
Okay, so I plan on getting that because I'm pretty sure that's bargain bin. I'm pretty sure I can find that for $19 and probably used for even cheaper. So it's like, should I jump out here and buy these games, which I'm not probably going to play? Well, I'm not going to really give it the time that I should. Or should I hold off on and just get some older stuff that I've been wanting to get? Like, I still haven't got Witcher 3, and I want to play it. And it's just like, bro, like, and a lot of these games really require a lot of your time. And it's like, reason I haven't beat Origin, and then you got Odyssey now. I have no desire to get Odyssey. Origin proved to me I like Assassin's Creed for a short amount of time, and then I don't want to play no more. I'm done. It's fun for a few days, and then it has proven that I'm not really an Assassin's Creed fan. That's what it's proven. So I plan on not getting another Assassin's Creed game pretty much ever. I'm done with Assassin's Creed. So throwing this at you, D2K, do you ever find yourself in the same boat I'm currently in, like comfortable? Like, do I really want these games? And am I really going to play them? Should I just go back and jump on some old stuff that's more affordable now and play that? Like, where you at with that?
No, because I never have any money. So it's a pretty simple equation for me. I just play whatever I get my hands on.
Okay.
If there's something out there that I really want, I'll get it. But my palette has gotten smaller as I've gotten older, and there's only certain games that I really care about playing anymore. And whenever I start playing games, I start to notice that I'm not really digging the stuff anymore. A couple weeks ago, I went to an arcade, and there's a lot of games in there that weren't working, so that kind of messed up the experience too. But it got kind of boring after a while, and I just felt like, I don't even want to play this. So I just want to go back to playing the games that I really enjoy playing all the time. When I have time, I'd rather just immerse myself in something I know I'm going to have fun playing. And things that I used to enjoy, I don't. Like fighting games, I can't really enjoy as much anymore because, I have, chronic pain issues in my arms and stuff. So any button mashing type stuff, that's out. Can't do it. So fighting game stuff, unless it's something where like a Killer Instinct, where it's not as much button mashing, it's more or less, auto doubles and stuff like that, where I can kind of do it with my sleep. I can't even play fighting games like that anymore because I can't do the twitch, reaction anymore. That's gone. So, shooters, they're getting kind of boring. They're starting to run together. It really depends on what type of games you like to play. I mean, if it's a lot of those types of games out there that you like to play, then you have to make a decision. Like, I have to pick and choose what I want here. I can't buy everything because even if you could afford it, you don't have time to play everything, and you're trying to get through beating all the games. You're not really actually savoring the experience of each game that you buy. And I think that's the problem that a lot of gamers have today, is that we buy so many games, but we're not actually enjoying the games we buy. We buy them because we feel like we're predisposed to, because the companies implant that messaging in us. And we buy all these games. We have games sitting on the shelf, and we haven't touched them in months. And they're good games, but we just don't have the time. And if we were thinking straight, we'll just say, I'm going to get myself one big heavyweight game and finish that, and then move on to the next.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm with you. Like, I'm starting to realize, look, man, K-Bum done got the whole game fly. I remember John Shaw was always pushing level. You need to get the game fly, man. You don't have to worry about that. You just pay this a month. But I'm like, man, still, I'm really starting to get really, 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 really picky about what I play, because I don't have as much time to play and to dedicate to my gaming. And when I sit down, I want something that's really going to capture my attention and keep me glued in and sucked in for the required time to finish it. And again, like I said, Origin, that's $60. That like I said, I don't know why I said this last week. I don't know why I bought Bayonetta 2. I don't know why I bought Wolfenstein. I don't know. I like that itch, and I'm like, I gotta tame this itch, man. I gotta tame it. So, do you got anything else to add to that, K-Bum? I'm moving to this first topic.
Go
ahead.
Basically, to the point the guy's saying, is, I know we talked about this a long time ago, Level, before I got on the podcast, and one thing you said you like about me is that I play what I want. I don't play what people think I should play. I get what I want, and so it's other games like Spider-Man. As a PlayStation head, I should be all over Spider-Man.
Hold up. Welcome to the show, Mr. Robot. I see you in there. X-Robot X. I hope that's right.
Okay, Mr. Robot.
X. I think that's what it said.
Okay.
Welcome to the show, bro. I think this is my first time seeing you sign in, at least.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him either.
Okay, go ahead, K-Bum. Finish what you saying.
Yeah, I was just saying, man. I don't play games based off the hype. I play games based on what I want to play. And because as a PlayStation head, I should be all over Spider-Man because that was the biggest game. And we talked about a level. I still have no interest in Spider-Man. I forgot it came out.
Yeah, that's why I put it up here. That's why we started here. Like, I was thinking about it. Red Dead out, Call of Duty out. I think it was Battlefield came out. Some other games came out. And next thing I know, Spider-Man was the noise, and all of a sudden it was crickets. You don't hear nothing about Spider-Man now. You don't hear nobody talking about it. Nobody still, posting anything on it. Everything right now is Red Dead Redemption. Now, again, that game looks good to me. But going into the second part, THQ Nordic is about to release Darksiders 3. Now, I'm a big fan of the Darksiders series. Like, I like the storyline. I like where the first one, when they accidentally, or they tricked them into setting off the apocalypse and causing the end of, a mankind to take place and the end of the world or whatnot with the four horsemen. And then because I forgot who the first person was, I know Death is in the second one. I can't remember who the first horseman was. One of y'all look it up, or I look it up in a second.
It's the white horse level. You know this. You go to church.
Yeah, but that's I know, but they got a name for him. What's the name of him? What's his name? You got Death. You got.
What,
I don't even think that's.
He doesn't have it. Well, it's the Beast actually, but you know, this
is kind of some other stuff, but
yeah.
But anyway, I like the storyline, and I played both, beat both, and I'm like, this game is about to come out on the 27th, and I like this series, and I'm like, but I'm looking at Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm like, I know I'm probably gonna get more bang for my buck. I apologize.
Like, is the Charlie Brown coming on or something?
Yeah, I know I'm gonna get more bang for my buck with that game, but I know I'm going to enjoy and be submerged in Darksiders 3. And it's like that's where I'm like, man, like, as I'm kind of where you at, K-Bum. I'm just gonna start playing what I like. I don't care about the new experience. I don't care about trying to see if I'm gonna like it. I know I'm gonna like Darksiders 3. I like those type of games. I like those hack slash animated, far-fetched storyline with different twists and different things. And I'm already engaged in the series because I've been playing it since the first one. Where at Red Dead Redemption, I might like it. I might get into it, and then I might grow bored with it. And it's in its origin sitting under my TV.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead. Whoever wants
I was just agreeing with you, man. I think it's an important thing is when if you're out there buying games, like with GameFly allows you to try a bigger hole for a limited amount of time. You know, you can go ahead and do a GameFly. You can get a game for about a couple of days. Get it.
Old man problems. Cornelius, I see you over here. You talking about some old man problems. Go ahead. Yeah, that's real. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, you can try that game out. I don't know what's going on with your life right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in my world, man. Go ahead.
Get it together, brother.
I'm turning my notifications off. Okay,
do something. But you can try that game out for a couple of days. Find out you don't like it, send it back, get something else. It's what I like about GameFly. You're not attached to anything. Or also, if you're another person like me, I would get a game and then I would end up backlogging a game, like I did for the first iteration of The Witcher, and I didn't play it for 3 months, and I had it on GameFly. Well, it said in my GameFly queue until I got to it, and so then when I felt like playing it, I played it. And so, I mean, it kind of depends on how you like to do it. That's why I like doing the GameFly. It kind of works the way you like the game. But the biggest thing for people, if you're going out here and buying games, I think we're at a point in our lives where I'm not moved by the hype. You know, I'm not moved. I don't have friends I need to keep up with because they're telling me to buy the latest game. You know, or when you have your friends going to school and say, hey, the new Fortnite expansion is out, play Fortnite. I played Fortnite twice and realized I didn't like it and never played it again. So when it's your money, when it's not dad's money or mom's money, when it's your money, you can make smarter decisions on what you want to do with it. And if that means not following the hype like everyone else, then you do it. You buy depending on how you want to enjoy, how you're going to enjoy your money. Because at the end of the day, forget these companies. This is your money. This is your time. This is your experience. Enjoy it the way you want to.
Yep.
Okay. You got anything else to add to that, D2?
Not really. He summed it up very nicely.
Well, thank you, sir.
All right. So I've been trying to buy time for Mr. Norris to get here, and he's still not here.
Well,
I
want to add something to. We were talking about Spider-Man and how it's, the hype is kind of fizzled out from it. I don't know if you saw this or not, but Sony is planning on releasing on Black Friday a bundle which would include Spider-Man, for $200.
For $199.
This the regular 4? This the
I would imagine
OG?
so.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. That's not a bad deal.
So I don't know if they're doing that to try to stir the pot a little bit more, or if they were planning on doing that anyway, regardless. But it's an interesting tidbit to add to that particular part of the conversation.
That's not a bad deal. I mean, I don't want it, but I mean, still, it's not a bad deal.
$200 for a PlayStation 4 and Spider-Man.
Yeah,
$200.
I think that's probably what they about to make the OG for. They probably gonna pull it down to that price anyway. I mean, I don't see why not. You can lower the Pro to the $299 mark and lower the 4 OG to the $200. That'll cause it to that mug will fly off the shelves into whatever they got down.
I don't see them doing that.
You don't? I think I heard that they were. That's what they plan on doing is like shifting
the price down $100.
Yeah, because they got the 5 on the horizon.
Yeah, but that's they're doing so well right now in order to do that. I don't see the need to do that because not like there's true competition that kind of makes you do that. You know, when they were going back and forth with what was that the 360 with the price drops when they were both dropping $50 here, $50 there. You know, one thing they were all chasing Nintendo because they were below everybody, kicking everybody butts as far as sales.
Talking about with the Wii, yeah.
I'm talking about with Wii. They were kicking everybody butts at that point, but they were going back and forth trying to drop their price at a reasonable point. When the Slim got all the way down to like $199, something like that with the PS3. I don't really see the need for that right now, to be honest with you.
I think that's probably just a Black Friday thing only, and it'll probably go back up to its normal price after that.
Right.
I mean, to me, it's enough. I mean, I heard talk. I'm not saying this was from Sony. I heard other cats, different podcasts talking about this might be something they possibly might entertain, especially for the holidays. But even continuing into 2019, they might start making revisions and changes to the price entry cost of the 4, and maybe might drop the Pro down to what the 4 is currently, because both systems have made enough. They probably don't cost as much to make the Pro now, so they can still make profit off of whatever, the system if they dropped it down to that. And then you got the PlayStation 5, most likely going to get announced next year, and probably going to see it in rotation probably 2020. That's what they were saying. So I was like, I can kind of see that, but maybe not. I mean, they don't have no real for real. They don't have to do it right now. They selling like crazy as is. So
they're about to. I mean, I would say that probably by the end of this holiday season, they will have surpassed the PlayStation 3.
What number are they at right now? Because I know Nintendo just
they're about 80. They're about 84 million.
86. The last update was 86.
Oh, sold or 86.
Oh, they done it. They don't did it already.
It is finally.
it was
Mr. Norris has showed up.
They just passed. Are you clapping on me? My bad. I'm sorry for the clapping.
He tried to drown you out,
right? My bad.
The man is here.
Yo, what's up, Keith? What's up, bro?
What's up, Keith?
Oh, that was for me. Oh man.
Yeah. See, listen.
Get up! Wait a minute. Pause.
Go ahead, man.
No,
so you said the PlayStation 4 is at 86.
Because I think it just passed up because the PS4 just passed up, but then the Switch just passed up. I think the Switch is at 20.
GameCube. It just surpassed the GameCube numbers.
I think it's
like 22.
20.
It's 22.
22. Yeah, and the PS4 is at 86. I just heard that.
That means it's officially outsold the PlayStation 3 in 5 years.
Yep.
That's crazy. Now that's sold or that's shipped?
So I didn't read the fine print. So I'm gonna go with possibly sold, but if you don't see the fine print, you can't tell if it's sold or shipped. So,
Okay.
so
I mean,
I
that's still
scanned the article,
tremendous, though.
so I can't. I want to say it's sold because that's what I thought I saw. But
Okay.
sometimes those articles be high in the fine print. So
Whether it's sold or shipped, we know they over 80 sold, 80 million sold. Because if they got 86 shipped, then that's probably about 4 million on shelves. So that's they somewhere between 82 to 86 million sold. So that's still ridiculous. I know Nintendo just crossed 22 million. I think they targeted goal for the physical year is 29 or 30 million. And with I guess they depending on Smash Bros and Pokemon. What is that Pokemon?
The Pokemon Let's Go Eevee thing.
Yeah, Let's Go Quickie, like whatever it is. That's gonna
Quickie Koala something.
Let's Go Eevee. Is it Let's Go Eevee? Is that how you say it, Keith?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't
think the Smash Bros is going to move units as much as Pokemon. Pokemon definitely would move.
Well, let's go into this, and I'll start with you, Keith, since you here. Then we go into our main topic since you here.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that Pokemon D2K, I just found out that the Pro Controller is not supported. They're not supporting the Pro Controller with that game. So you got to use either the touchscreen or a Joy-Con or the little Pokeball controller thing. So I'm gonna throw this at Keith to get his thoughts on it. Is this a problem? And then I come back to you, D2K, and then come to K-Bum last because I'm pretty sure he don't give 2 cents about this. So go ahead, Keith.
No, it's not a problem. Because we know there's another Pokemon game coming next year, and that's going to be like your pro Pokemon game, your mainline Pokemon game. This is kind of like I look at this game like a Pokemon. What was that game on the phones? Pokemon Go.
Okay.
I look at this like that. So they're trying to get in and kind of ease you into it. Like they're trying to put the medicine in the applesauce right now. So I don't see it as a problem. But if the next game come out and you can't use the Pro Controller, then we're gonna have a problem. That's gonna be an issue. But I feel like this is one of those quirky things that Nintendo's trying to do because they got the Pokeball thing that you can play with.
Yeah,
so they're trying to give you the novelty of the Pokemon series and stuff like that. So I don't really want to say they're taking this game too seriously. So I wouldn't say it's a problem.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, D2. What's your take before I say anything?
Do you really need a Pro Controller to play a Pokemon game?
To me, if you're gonna force me to, let me go ahead and answer. Let me give my if you're gonna force me to use the Joy-Con, then let me have the option to use my Pro Controller. I don't care if you ain't using all the buttons. I would much rather play with my Pro Controller and have the comfort of the Pro Controller than have to cramp up my fingers to play it on the Joy-Con. That's me. So if you're gonna force me to use a Joy-Con, then let me actually use the Pro Controller. That's how I feel about it.
I don't see. I mean, I'm not saying that they should do it. I think it's stupid to remove functionality in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying, does it really matter? It's a Pokemon game. What are you really doing in Pokemon that requires a Pro Controller? I mean, I don't know. I mean, you tell me. I mean, what?
I'm saying, have you ever held the Joy-Con more than 30 minutes?
Well, actually, no. It's been about 5 or no, because I played Breath of the Wild for about 30 minutes. So.
Just using one Joy-Con controller?
Oh, not just using one Joy-Con controller. No,
I'm talking about one Joy-Con. Have you ever? No, bro, that is not.
No,
that's not fun.
I don't. Well, I mean, my hands are not huge, but they do. The Joy-Cons feel like those cookies. They're like wafers.
Yeah,
just like it's like a pink one or a yellow one, a brown one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like in my hand. It feels like one of those things. I feel like I'm a accidentally break it in half. When I'm holding it in my hand. It never felt comfortable to me. But
to me,
I mean, I mean, it's stupid. Yeah, it's dumb. They should have functionality, but I don't see it as an issue at all.
K-Bun, any thoughts?
I have thoughts, man. I have a Switch now. I have been granted into these conversations since these decisions may affect my purchasing decision.
Man, hold on.
So
freak out of here with that shit.
So I have an opinion to Nintendo's matters because they have an avenue to my pockets now since I have a device on their system. So
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
I'm not trying to hear nothing you said. Go ahead, man.
So it's not a big deal, but it's one of those why Nintendo things. Like why? Because I do not like playing with the regular controller. I do not like playing with the Joy-Cons. Either I play it docked, so it's right in front of me, or I play with the Pro controller. There's no not docked. Sorry, I played handheld, either handheld or the Pro controller. There's no in between. I don't do it in the little mode where you take the little Joy-Cons out and you sit it up by itself. Either I'm holding it like it's a tablet, or I'm Pro controlling it on the big screen TV. So I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not. I don't think they're going to lose sales. But why get rid of it? Why couldn't you?
Why not have the option if I own a Pro?
Why not have the option?
That's how I feel. I feel like it's not a big deal, but it is if I don't want to use my Joy-Con. Now I'm not buying this game, so it ain't a big deal for me. But for those who, I'm just gonna be honest, man. The Pro controller. Now I don't know how the game is actually utilizing the Joy-Con, so I don't know if it's because if you're using a Pokeball and you're supposed to simulate a throwing motion to capture the Pokemon or whatever, then I'm assuming that you're doing the exact same thing with the Joy-Con. So you might not actually be holding it the way my mind is suggesting. So I could have it all backwards. But if you are holding it sideways like you would Mario Kart, I don't think that's how you probably holding it now that I'm thinking about it. So it probably ain't a big deal that they ain't using the Pro controller.
Wait, so you can't just press a button? What's up, Truth? You can't just press a button and just throw the Pokeball. You have to do the motion.
I don't know. I know with the Pokeball controller, that little ball controller, you have to do. I think you have to do the throwing motion, like you literally have to do that. So I don't know if they're gonna require the same thing with the actual Joy-Con. So it's probably just gonna be in one hand. And now that's making me rethink how they plan it. Because I'm thinking when I saw them playing with the Pokemon ball or whatever, they was only using one hand and doing the motion to throw the ball and simulating it like they throwing it to capture the Pokemon. So I'm assuming that they probably doing the exact same thing with one Pro Joy-Con in your hand, and that really wouldn't be a problem because you really don't need the Pro controller to do that. So now I got it. Now I think I answered my own question. It's not a big problem now that I think about it. But it's not a deal breaker.
At the same time, and I'm not trying to just argue just for the sake of arguing, but I mean there is a level of comfort with just using the Pro controller. You know what I mean? Like you got let's say you're a primary PlayStation guy or Xbox guy, and this is familiar with you. So you want to go and play the Switch, sit in front of your TV or whatever, and use the Pro controller. Like have that option for them because they don't want to be swinging their arms around. They talked about it with the Wii, they talked about it with the Wii U, and now they finally come over, and now you're trying to force them to use something that they don't want to use again. You know what I mean? And you already gave them a beautiful Pro controller. Just let them use Pro controller. It's not even that hard to just program a button. Believe it or not, there are people who have already reprogrammed Skyward Sword that you don't have to use the motion for that game.
Yeah, after a while with Skyward Sword, it did get old. It ran its course pretty quick. I mean, I still could play that way, but if I had to come back to Skyward Sword, I'd rather them remap it to where I don't have to do that. Like the only scenes that I liked it is when you was actually playing the ones that you really had to concern yourself with which way to slash and swing the sword. Like some enemies block to the side or block horizontal or vertical. You had to slash that way to hit the open spot.
Right.
I did like that, but all the other stuff, like the having to hold the sword up in the sky to get the electricity to, like some of that was kind of little more than necessary. But I don't even think they can, if they was ever bring Skyward Sword to the Switch, I don't think they can get that out of the Joy-Cons. I don't think there's a what's the word? One-to-one as the remote and nunchuck are.
Use the right analog stick.
Yeah. I don't think it is as smooth as the remotes were. That's just me. They ain't always as accurate as what the remotes were. So, but anyway, that's off the point. I mean, hey, you know, now that I think about it, if that's what they're doing, I don't have no problem. My mind was thinking, hold it in both hands, cramped up, sitting up here trying to play this game. And I'm pretty sure you can play that way too. And if you can, they should have an option for the Pro Controller. But if they only using the one hand gameplay structure, then no, it ain't no big deal. That's how I look at it. So, any other thoughts on this before we move on? Cornelius, I really do think they can get away with an expansion to Breath of the Wild. A real one. We actually talked about that. That mess that they released where you got the motorcycle. And when I saw that's what you got, I quickly gave up and didn't care no more. I'm just going to be with it. I was like, look, man.
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
Should never let me see that it was a motorcycle. I don't care. I can ride a horse. I'm good. I don't need that motorcycle. But, yeah, they make some real DLC for Breath of the Wild. A real for real altering storyline and really expanding on what we played originally instead of tricking us with that whole cutscene that they showed with Zelda and Link walking and talking as if there was this big grandiose story that was about to unfold that we had to wait for to the end of the year to only find out that it wasn't nothing. You know, if they don't do that, yeah, they can get away with that. But anyway, let's get into this main topic. Keith is here. Bro, I've been buying time for you here because I didn't want to talk about it until you got here, man. So, from my understanding, everybody has gotten a chance to at least investigate this latest Nintendo Direct, Smash-focused Direct. This is literally, since E3, the second dedicated Nintendo Direct to Smash Bros. This is the second Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct. And we actually had another Direct that had a little bit of Smash Bros. Content in it too, if I'm not mistaken. But I know E3 was basically Smash Bros. We had another Smash Bros. Direct that we got Simon, or Sam, old dude from Castlevania. Then we had this current Direct that was all centered around Smash Bros. So my thought is, we talked about this before, and I'm going to ask the question. Are we wrong for feeling like Nintendo has shown too much or spent too much time pushing this game?
Nope.
So, like, because I'm not as excited, I'm no more excited for the game. Actually, it hasn't. I don't know. I ain't said it killed my excitement, but it hasn't done anything to hype it to expand it beyond what they showed at E3. I'm about at the same place I was then. But me, I'm not as big of a Smash Bros. Guy, so I can't really take my position as a fair take on it. So, coming from the guy who really loves Smash Bros, K-Bun, what is your thoughts? What is your thoughts, buddy?
Man, y'all funny. So from my point of view of Smash Brothers. All right, or just this whole another direct. So I'm gonna take another game, which is not. I'm gonna talk about this, but it's not its equal. Smash is not close to being equal to this game. But I just want to talk a little bit about the advertisement and the build up for this game. And so before Red Dead was displayed, they had done very little videos about Red Dead. They've done, I think, 2 developers dive and very little. I was surprised about. I was surprised about how much they really did not show up Red Dead on TV, on commercials, on popping up on YouTube ads. You know, you may have seen a lot, but I didn't see a lot of ads for it. I didn't see a lot of information about it. They didn't really talk about it as much as I thought they would. You know, and they definitely didn't have a bunch of footage about it. Just enough to say, hey, this is what the game about. And I know they had what, like, think 3 total trailers, period, of Red Dead. And this game went on to it is the highest grossing weekend entertainment
How much did
entertainment.
it sell? I don't even know.
It made $750 million over a weekend.
That's not bad. So that's about 4 or 5 million then.
So what?
That's about 4 to 5 million copies sold then.
Something like that. But it was the highest gross, and not just video game form of entertainment. That's movies, that's music, that's other video games. It grossed more money over weekend than launch weekend than any other form of entertainment.
That's big.
It's ridiculous. Forget big for a game that that really didn't, like, they didn't really show much. I think there were only about 3 trailers, I believe.
And they didn't show a whole lot. Not nothing close to what Smash has been shown. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
But Smash is, if you know Nintendo, you know Smash, right? This isn't anything brand new. This isn't anything. This is not their first increment of Smash, or even their second. It's not like Splatoon, where they have to make sure you know, hey, Splatoon was a sleeper last time. Hey, this is a real deal this year. Like, Smash has been on almost every system since first time was Super NES.
64.
64?
64.
64. It's been almost every system. So you don't, even people who don't play, who's never really had a Nintendo system like I, either know Smash or have played and enjoy Smash, which I absolutely have enjoyed Smash. When my buddy, and back in the day in college, when my buddy across the room had a GameCube, I was in his room playing Smash. When level would come through, we played mostly Mario Kart, but when we did a chance, I was down with the Smash. And the fact that they like, I don't know what they're trying, who they're marketing to, and that's the kind of part that I'm kind of confused to by Nintendo, is who they're actually marketing this extra footage to, because your faithful is gonna get it regardless, because it's another Smash and it looks good, and the casuals really don't care for all this extra information. I mean, the casuals aren't the ones sitting and chewing their nails waiting for the next direct. And so I'm really confused of who is even for. So I don't think personally all this information is necessary. That extra direct, where you can be spotlighting other games who don't have the namesake to make a foothold, that you can be spotlighting them, because whoever was going to get smashed beforehand is going to get smashed based off the first E3. I don't know if this one, not E3, sorry, the first direct. I don't know if this one does anything to push anyone into the platform of getting smashed. Like I said, that's my point of view. I am from a limited point of view when it comes to Nintendo games and how Nintendo does it. But I am a fan of Smash, and I will be playing Smash at some point. But I did not need all these directs to do that. I was playing Smash when I heard Smash was coming out. So that's my point of view.
Before I move to the next, Keith, did anything in this direct stand out to you, K-Bub? Like, I know you said you watched some of it, or anything in the direct stand out to you? I don't want to just talk.
That little cutscene was cool.
Little cutscene. Which one?
Well, the one when the little light was capturing everybody. That was
the spirits.
And Kirby was like, "Nah, player."
Yeah, that's the spirits.
Yeah, the spirits.
I did like that whole spirit. That whole adding spirits to your character to upgrade them and build them up to being more powerful and stuff like that. That was dope. We gonna get into I guess some of the details. I was at work listening to it because I'm just gonna be honest, man. It's been overkill for me, but I explain myself. Go ahead, Keith. Give your thoughts, man.
I'm actually watching the World of Light story mode. Okay, so let me explain why I'm watching it. I dozed off during this direct. I didn't even make it to this part, so this actually looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna omit this from what I'm about to say. Your original question was what again? Is this too much? Is it overkill?
Are we right to? Is it fair for us to feel like it's been too much? Is Nintendo doing what they supposed to do? Is it are we tripping? Are we? Do we have grounds for feeling like they kind of overshot this a little bit?
I think it is a bit much.
Hold up. Welcome to the show, Phoenix Star 5000. I see you down there. Go ahead, man.
I think it was a bit much because we don't need that much. Most at its core, everybody in this chat, everybody on this podcast, everybody who's seen this that direct, we all know what Smash is. So we don't need all that. What really bothered me was, I know there's going to be DLC characters later on down the line, but what really bothered me was just showing all the characters that you're going to get. Like, I remember back with Melee, it was a surprise. Like, oh, I didn't know he was in the game. You told me everything. So for me, there's not enough build up, and the fact that I can just buy the extra characters, and I've already kind of turned myself off the Smash anyway. So the online portion of it, I completely shut myself off. It was boring, to be honest. It was the same old thing, same old to me. It was basically the same direct outside of the thing that I hadn't saw the light stuff or whatever. It was the same old stuff to me. And then that Pokemon, I didn't even know there was a Pokemon. I didn't know what character it was. It's Smash Brothers is at its core fan service, through and through. It's not a system seller. I know D2K is going to touch on that as you've already. It's not a system seller. Nobody's running out to go buy a Switch for Smash Brothers. No, this is going to sell to the people that already have it, and those who pick it up on down the line, sure. But this is not.
This ain't Mario Kart, basically. What
Mario Kart. This is not Mario. This is not Zelda. This is not a system seller. This is fan service, and I get it. But this has been a lackluster year, and I feel like they're trying to, wrap it up with a bow and we got Smash. No, the Smash is not for everybody. Everybody don't like Smash. But yeah, I think back to the original question, I think it's a bit much. I think there's so much other stuff that I feel like they could kind of tease us and get our mouth watering for next year at least. We had a lot of Smash talk this year, and it's like it's kind of like when Sony removed PSX because they didn't have nothing to talk about. Nintendo really don't have nothing to talk about because they keep talking about Smash, and to me that's another problem.
That's a red flag. Yeah, I'm with you.
But that's all I got though.
Okay, that's all you got for right now.
But we got Smash though.
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
Stop it, man. Don't do us like that. We feeling bad already. We don't need you piling on.
Don't worry about it. I'll be back to remind you we got Smash in 5 minutes.
Go ahead, D2.
Well, I can't really add too much to that. I mean, you know, K-Bomb and Keith kind of summed up everything. I'm sitting here mad because my Bucks just lost, and but at least my 49ers is whooping these sorry Raiders. But other than that,
Who they lose to?
the Celtics. It was a real
Oh, they
close
lost.
game. It came down to like
Okay.
the last possessions or whatever. But
Jason Tatum or Kyrie, who did it?
well, I mean, no. I mean, not the last possession, but it was like, you know, it's the foul and free throw part.
Yeah.
You know, it's that close. So
At least you ain't going through what I'm going through. Anyway, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's, you know, you have to ask people, you know, when you saw the first Smash trailer, you automatically say day one buy if you're a Smash fan or if you're a Nintendo fan. You don't even have to be a Smash fan, but if you're a Nintendo fan, you own the Switch, as soon as you knew it was coming, you're going to buy it. So they literally did not have to make another direct after that at all. They didn't have to do another thing, but they did like 2 or 3 more things because they really want people to buy this game. And it is overkill because after a while, people are like, dude, we get it. Stop. Leave me alone. And all this time, there's stuff that you don't know about the near future. You know about the near future of the Switch, but not the, you know, distant future. Like, you know that Metroid is somewhere off in the horizon, as well as Luigi's Mansion 3 and the Pokemon game, but not much else, you know? And they still could do another direct before the year is out that sets the table for 2019. I'm pretty sure that they will. But I think they should have done that already, you know, just to get people hyped up about the system going forward, because a lot of people who don't care about Smash are like, no, it's kind of disingenuous to the people who aren't Smash fans to put so much emphasis on one game. It's not like this is Mario or Zelda, you know, or Metroid, something that's really a big heavyweight game that has lore that goes back decades, that people who are grown and people who are young and old can all think about their experiences of the games they played in the past, and they can be excited about what the next chapter is going to be. Smash Bros. Is essentially the same game since 2000. When did Melee come out?
2003, 2, 3.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's little changes here and there, but it's essentially the same game. You know, it's just like you can't. I'm not going to get excited about Madden, the next Madden, or the next 2K, or the next WWE, or the next Call of Duty. You know, it's like it's more of the same. So it's not like Breath of the Wild where it was a completely brand new experience, a new direction for Nintendo with that franchise. You know, new style. That warranted a whole bunch of different directs. And I don't even think that got as many directs as Smash is getting.
No,
you know, or Mario Odyssey. You know, so I don't know what they're doing, but you know,
Yeah.
let's see.
Now, let me do this real quick. Welcome to the show, Tony. I am going to agree with him on that. I don't think the direct was trash. It was a decent direct for a Smash showing. It did what it's supposed to do, I guess. But my point and problem with it is, when does Smash come out? When is the date for this game to release?
The first, isn't it?
The 1st of December?
I thought it was the first. I thought.
Is that right? Somewhere in December. I know it's December. I can't remember the exact date. If y'all down in the comment section, the truth, Cornelius, one of y'all, let me know. Phoenix, let me know when this game is actually releasing. And when you said, just let me know. What date is it in December that it's releasing? Because I know it's not. I know Pokemon is coming out.
7th.
So the 7th. So November the 1st, you do a dedicated direct to a game that's coming out a month later, instead of doing a direct to a game that's coming out in a few weeks. That's. Does anybody see the issue I'm seeing? Like, okay, wait a minute. You have Pokemon that's based around the whole Pokemon Go craze that literally took over the world for a considerable amount of time, where cats was literally standing in the middle of the street about to get hit by cars and cats having wrecks from playing this game. And that's about and the game that's targeting that crowd that would be new, probably first time Nintendo device owners. You haven't done but one direct to that game. One. I mean, you have only done one direct to this game, and that was what, about 4 months ago, if I'm not mistaken? They did a direct for this Pokemon game that's coming out in 2 weeks, and you have had a whole E3 basically dedicated to Smash Bros. You had a direct for Smash Bros. Almost 3 weeks removed from E3, like maybe a month removed from E3, and you already got another direct dedicated to strictly Smash Bros. It to me is that ain't making no sense to me. Like, why haven't we had any more directs that's talking about this Pokemon game?
I don't think there's much substance to that Pokemon game other than the fact that you can kind of connect it to Pokemon Go.
That's my whole point. You got something that you can connect this to that takes it outside of the loyal fan base that you saw crazy numbers with Pokemon Go. I would think you should try to stir up that group with this game to come and purchase a Switch.
Well, I mean, they can do more with commercials than directs as far as that's concerned, because commercials are where you're going to get those people who are playing Pokemon Go who weren't video game fans or weren't gamers initially until they started messing around Pokemon Go. It'd be better to go with commercials to get them. But as far as the game itself, since there really isn't too much to the game, there really isn't anything they can really talk about. So you would be kind of spinning your wheels making directs all the time. I mean, as many of these directs that they've had for Smash Bros., there's a lot going on in those directs talking about Smash, even though they talk about the same things over and over. Like they literally went to the whole roster twice at the E3 show. But you know, but I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot less this Pokemon game. It's just something to do to keep, you know, Pokemon on your mind until they get the real Pokemon game ready for next year. So I think they should definitely do more advertising for the Pokemon Go. Yes, maybe on the Pokemon EV, they definitely should do that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I agree with you, Tony. I think the 74 playable characters, 50 assist trophies, and all the spirit stuff, and that's dope. And I think for dedicated Smash fans and maybe the casual Smash fan, this is a must buy. I mean, it's definitely you getting your money's worth out of this title. My point is, again, I don't think outside of the Simon and a few other characters that was announced, I don't feel like none of these characters really blew anybody away.
Look,
I don't feel like anybody was blown away by Ken being in the game.
Piranha Plant?
Huh?
You don't care about the Piranha Plant?
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
I saw somebody say, like, how you gonna have a Piranha Plant in there over Waluigi?
But that's and then he announced that just because we have announced 74 characters, these are all the characters that have ever been in the game, but there will be new characters with new stages, DLC that you can purchase. And he almost even talked like he was pushing like a loot box type of ideal. I don't know if anybody caught it. It's like, we will hope that you purchase it even before you find out what characters is actually in the bundle.
You said that?
Yeah. Towards the end, he was like, we will hope to make this available for pre-purchase even before we announce what's in the actual bundle. Ain't that loot box?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you don't have to pay for it, you can unlock the loot boxes. There's no issue, I don't think.
Yeah, you gotta pay for it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to pay for these characters, but you don't know who the characters are. But they giving you the option to buy it before you even find out who they are.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I'm not. No, that ain't cool. No.
Yeah, and that kind of threw me off. I was like, maybe that's why Reggie was like, he wasn't totally against the whole notion of loot box because that's exactly what he kind of described. Like, we're gonna make it available. You can purchase these characters, then you can get this whole package, and hopefully we can make the package available to you, even though we might not be able to tell you what characters is in that package. They worded that real slick. And I was like, Nintendo, you ain't pulling that over nobody's heads. And not nobody that's really listening. What you basically saying is buy it and be surprised at who you get. And it's a guess game. You don't even know who you're going to get, but you already paid for it.
No.
But my thing...
I'd rather play the game.
Go ahead, Keith.
I was going to say, I'd rather play the game for hours and figure out and to be surprised at who I'm going to get, not spend my money and see who I'm going to get. That's just me.
Then they kind of don't. Then I mean, I don't know about you guys, but don't they kind of take away the excitement?
Yes.
Of you, because you already know who's there. Like, to me, if you say there's 74 previous characters there, you don't know who they are. I think that's more exciting than to literally already know every character that's in the game.
I think they should have never announced a single new character.
Yeah, I agree.
Just announce all the characters that's been in the game. Be like, oh my God, they bring it back. Because people were getting excited about them bringing people back. Okay, stop there. Now all the new stuff, the new characters that are coming, don't say a word.
I think they should have did it like Capcom did with the Street Fighters characters. For a long time, they just showed you the silhouettes. You never knew who they were. You could count if you was a true Capcom fan in Street Fighters 5, you could figure out who the character was if you really if you really was a Street Fighters fan. But for anybody that didn't follow like that, you really couldn't tell if that was Sagat or if that was Dudley or if that was Hugo or whoever it was. You couldn't fully tell because it was a silhouette. I think something leaving a little mystery there would have been better than just fully disclosing every single character that's in this game that's not a new character, that's DLC. You know, that makes no sense. But go ahead, Keith. I interrupted you. My bad.
Oh, that's all I had. I'm like you. I want the mystery. I don't want you to just tell me who's all in the game. I don't want to be able to just buy who's all in the game either.
So what? So to me, another aspect they didn't deal with is the story. Like is that there? Like, is there a storyline or is there anything with the single player? Like,
yeah, that was what I was watching a few minutes ago. The light thing or whatever. I think that's a story-based mode or whatever.
Okay. They didn't really go into details on that. I guess that's something that will still be mysterious or nuanced when you play it. You experience something new for the first time. I just feel like,
I don't know. Might get one more direct. You never know.
But dude, I believe. Look, Keith. That's why I said what I said, bro. It's November the 1st. This game does not come out to December the 2nd. I mean the 7th. You best believe there's going to be another direct before that game come out. I don't care that they said this is the last one. There's going to be something, a direct, some kind of way with this game in it, telling you to go purchase it. Got to.
But we got Smash Bros though.
K-Bun?
In waiting.
But that's my problem. Like, dude, this could have waited. You could have did this maybe a week before the game came out. Why are you doing it now? I don't get it.
Side note, you should make that a sound bite.
But we got Smash Bros though.
You should make K-Bun.
I'm gonna do it. I'll get it. I'll pull it off. I'll get it. Say it again, K-Bun.
But we got Smash Bros though.
I'm gonna get it, Keith. Watch, I'm gonna have it in here before the next podcast. But yeah, man, I
That's
don't
my
know.
comeback on any argument now. Let my wife say something. But we got Smash Bros. Though.
You're like, what does that have to do with anything?
Hey, I just thought you wanted to know, baby. Shoot, that might get you out of an argument, K-Bun.
You don't look at me.
You didn't clean that kitchen up. You ain't got Smash Bros. Though. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
Smash Bros. Though.
But anyway, man, I don't get it. I don't know what Nintendo's thinking about. I'm kind of with D2K. It seemed like they would have been better off announcing some of these other more obscure titles in the eShop. Some of the stuff they ain't announced there. They could have pushed Start to Starlink with Star Fox more. There's a lot they could have done. I think Smash Bros. They could have waited on Smash Bros. I think they could have showed more on the Pokemon. I really do. Show more aspects. Actually, maybe show some hidden Pokemon in the game that might spark intrigue from that group that love going around looking for these Pokemons. Maybe show some of the secret, major, legendary Pokemon that might be in the game. So I don't know. It just seems like Nintendo right now, Keith. I would say from a first party perspective, this year has kind of been lackluster. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
I really think, and to a part of this goes for all of the big three, but for Nintendo lately is that I think that the Nintendo Corporation believes they know best, and they make decisions not based on what their audience wants, but based on what they have figured out. Because there have been so much backlash with the online service of them. They actually said they gave what they thought that their consumers would want. Because this is because this is what Nintendo does, which is innovate. And so they believe that their audience wants them to innovate, and so they gave them what they assume their audience wants.
Hold up, K-Bum. Hold up.
Yes, sir.
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
Do you really believe Nintendo believe what they said on that, or was that just
I believe
loaded bull?
I believe that Nintendo thinks decisions they make are the best decisions.
Yes, they are.
I would
get the freak out of here with that.
I would say I think they know what the best decisions are for their wallets. And they make their decisions accordingly. The reason why you have the Switch in the first place is because they cut a deal with NVIDIA for the Tegra X1 chip real cheap. Mm-hmm. They know they've got it down to a science to do the minimal amount of work to get the most returns. And that's what you're supposed to do in business. And we as consumers might get angry about that, and we should. But from a standpoint of a business, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to keep your overhead down as much as you possibly can. You're trying to make the most amount of money, take whatever little money, the littlest amount of money that you can, and flip it into a big return. And that's what Nintendo has learned how to do. They've mastered it. You're going all the way back to the Wii. They took the console they had the generation previous, overclocked it, and put motion controls on it, and sold 100 million of those mugs. They tried it again with the Wii U, didn't work out. Now they tried it again with the Switch, and now it's working again. So, they know how to get over with just doing the least amount of work. And as long as people keep falling for it, the lemmings keep walking off the cliff, they're going to keep pushing.
You telling the truth. Let me ask this, and then I guess we can start wrapping it up.
That's a good point.
He making the truth. You can't argue with nothing he's saying. And when you look at it, when you just detach yourself from it, just look at it. Nintendo does do the bare minimum and straight milk it for all it's worth.
but also
we understand
they are the only ones who is all in the video game market. Everybody else has a side hustle.
Well, I mean,
or the video game is their side hustle.
Well, but true, I agree with that. But I mean, you're right. But right now, if we be honest, PlayStation is what's keeping Sony going. PlayStation has literally became the thing for Sony.
That's a whole argument that no. No.
You don't think so?
No, because Sony does so many little things that you don't do, like your cameras and your phones. You don't even realize.
Okay, you're right.
They lost a ton of money in the last generation. I mean, they lost close to like $3 to $4 billion
on PlayStation.
On the PlayStation. So,
but then the PlayStation 4 is what made them go back.
What I was going to lead into is that Nintendo they're the masters at using the bare minimum, but Microsoft and Sony did the same thing because they both took huge L's, even though they both sold 85+ million copies of their consoles apiece. They both took huge L's because they both lost, billions of dollars.
Yeah, they did.
So with this generation, they went and got deals with AMD to get this little cheap Jaguar processor that was designed for a mobile device, and they were able to make profit right away with next gen consoles. Now that the money is flowing a little bit better for both companies, now they're looking to do more custom work again. But these companies know how to milk things and get over on us and pass the buck on to us.
Okay. Let me ask this, man, just to add this in. I know Nintendo is shooting for that 30 million mark. Do y'all think they'll make it with what we know and what they got coming? If what they have coming right now is Pokemon and that Smash and that's it, do you see them making those type of numbers from this point to, I guess, March of next year? Do you see them making up that difference?
And you said
maybe.
What'd you say, Keith?
You said they're at 22 right now?
22.
They're at 22.
No, actually, no.
No.
Maybe 26, 27. Because they usually pull like 3-4 mil on the holidays.
Yes, I was about to say they can pull 4 in the holiday.
And Pokemon is gonna do some numbers.
That's my point. I believe that brings me, that go right back into what I said. Then why haven't we? Why I know we seeing. I'm pretty sure I've seen Pokemon commercials for that game. But you don't think they need no direct for it? I don't think right now. I think all focus should be on that Pokemon game that's coming out on the 12th or whatever that week is, November. I think all they focus should be on that title, and then once they pass that release, then put all your focus on Smash again.
And I know we got to get out of here, but the problem I don't like with this, they're shooting for 30 million. Let's say they get it, but me and you, maybe K-Bomb, we're still not going to be satisfied. Nintendo got their numbers, but they didn't get the numbers by bringing out games that we actually want to play, and that bothers me a little bit. I can't even celebrate with them.
Well, I mean, you're right, Keith. I mean, they haven't given us, honestly, if we look at last year was the year. Yeah. Like last year, 2017 was the year with the Switch. That was the year. I mean, from the gate to the end of the year, Nintendo was bringing the goods. I can't knock them. They gave us Breath of the Wild, Odyssey, Mario Kart. They gave us a lot of stuff. Xenoblade,
but they didn't have Smash, bro.
I gotta get that. Now that you said that, Keith, I gotta get it.
But you know what? I mean, they had a lot of time to build that surplus up because they threw the towel in early with the Wii U and said, you know what, we're done with this. We screwed up, we messed up. Let's get ready for the next gen. So from that point on, they put their focus on getting you all the games that you got last year. And a lot of people thought that that's the way it was going to be from now on. And I told them then, I said, this is not going to continue. You can't do this all the time. This is the first and only time this has happened in the entire history of video game consoles. It's something that was special. It was something that was necessary because they had to make a huge splash with the Switch right away. They couldn't. Let's put it this way: if the Switch had this year last year, Nintendo would be in big trouble.
Yeah, you're right on that. If this year was last year, yes, the Switch would not have sold nowhere near what it sold. You're right. But again, my thing is I felt like Nintendo could have redeemed themselves if they had released a real robust online service. I think the combination of the fact that we didn't really get what we want with online, plus we waited all this time to get what they gave us. Then on top of that, they've been oversaturating us with Smash Bros. And we don't really know. I mean, as excited as I am for Metroid Prime 4, I don't know if Nintendo could pull a whammy on us like they did with what was that? Metroid the one for the 3DS key. Federation Forces.
Federation Forces.
Now let's just venture out. I don't believe they would do this, but let's just think about it for a second. What if they did do something like that, to where it's not, I love Wind Waker, but I'm not gonna lie, I was upset when they showed us at Space World. I think it was Space World. They showed us Link and Ganon fighting, and they said that's the Zelda we were going to get.
I still want it.
And then we got Wind Waker. It took me a long time to appreciate what Wind Waker was, because that was not what I was wanting.
And then they did it again in 2011 when they showed Link in that mansion fighting against that spider. And you never saw graphics that looked anything like that on the Wii U.
Yeah, this is what Zelda can look like on a Wii U, and then we didn't even get Zelda on the Wii U. We did and we didn't. I'm satisfied with Skyward with Breath of the Wild, but you're right, Keith. It didn't look nothing like that demo that they showed.
Nothing looked like that demo.
Nah, nothing looked like that demo. That was absolute. What would you call that? Fabrication. So what if, just for a second, we got to get out of here, but what if we have a Star Fox, a Federation Forces type of reality with Metroid Prime 4? It don't look like what we want. Dude, that's going to hurt. And that's very much possible. That Nintendo will go a direction, because like I think it was D2 or who somebody said, Nintendo knows what they think. It might have been K-Bum said it. I don't know. But they do sometimes tend to just be like, we know what you want. Sit back and let us show you what you want.
But also, with Nintendo, only things for sure is that nothing's for sure.
That's another one I gotta get.
Oh, that's a soundbite.
Yeah, that's another one.
So I just want to add this one thing, because I was Nostradamus with this, but I haven't got any credit for this. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there so everybody can remember. Level, you said back, I think either early this year or last year, we were talking about Nintendo's online service, and we sat around and talked about what game could Nintendo launch alongside with their online service.
You sure did.
The game that I named was Smash. Will be the game they will launch with their online service to show, hey, this is the online service, this is how it works, this is the game for it, blah, blah, blase, blase. And everyone shot me down. But look at me now. We got smashed, though. I was right about that one.
Yeah, you somewhat right. I had to concede that's the game that's coming after the Smash and the online service announcement. I don't know, man. I hope I hope Nintendo has something up their sleeve. I hope this Metroid Prime 4 is everything is cracked up to be. I hope this Bayonetta 3 is everything is cracked up to be. And I hope 2019 really blows us away with Nintendo and what they planning on doing. But one can only wait, and like like D2K said, you never know. So we just gotta wait. But I'm sorry, as much as good as Smash look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm almost like Spider-Man with it. I'm not really excited for it. I bought every Smash game that has ever came out, and I've also traded every one that I bought. Traded it in and got something else after a while of having it. And got good money for it, because you trade in the Smash Bros. Game, you're gonna get some good money for it. Like I got about $30 for that Smash on the Wii U. So I don't know if I'm gonna get this Smash. I'm still like really. I can go a while. Like I don't need Smash right now. Put it like that. Smash is not the game. I think Nintendo could have waited with Smash and brought something else. Because like you said, D2K, it really isn't a system push. It's really like Keith said. It's really fanfare for those who are probably already on the Switch as already. And to me, I might actually skip this one, or I might get it down the road sometime, because I really never put much playtime into Smash Bros. So it'd be like me buying it just because it's out.
And it goes back to our original conversation.
Yeah, that's taming that itch. And I might have to tame it on that game. So right now, I don't know, man. I might be getting Darksiders and calling it a day. Maybe that and Red Dead Redemption. That might be the two games I get this holiday. Any final thoughts? I think we on good pace of time, so we can get out of here.
I read an interview online. It's called the UK Express or something like that. There's an interview that this guy was doing with one of the heads from EA, and the guy basically was saying that I'll read what he said verbatim. They asked him a question about the new generation consoles embracing cloud technology. And he said, there are a few articles out there, a few rumors, and a little hearsay as to what the new consoles are and where they're coming out and what they might be. I don't think we're in a position today to have a conversation about that. But just know that we've worked with Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo for many, many years. We look forward to working with them for many, many years more, even if we all collectively seek to move either some portion of all our experience to the cloud.
So basically,
did he wink after he did that?
I don't know. I wasn't in the room when he was talking, but it kind of sound. He's kind of said it very matter of fact about games being played on the cloud with the PlayStation 4, 5, and Xbox Scarlet. So, and there's a small possibility that Nintendo might be in there somewhere too, because if that's where things are going, they're going to have to, and they're already experimenting with streaming over in Japan. So,
yeah, they're already testing that out a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm getting next year, though. I know a game I'm looking for the Switch next year. Huh?
Metroid Prime 4.
Resident Evil 4.
Huh?
4?
Man, they re-released a Resident Evil 4 for the Switch again, man.
It's called Congratulations. You played yourself.
That game has been remastered.
I was reading Tony's thing and I forgot all about it. They releasing Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 0, and something else. Another one.
Wasn't 4 the over-the-shoulder one?
Yeah,
the 4 was good.
Third person one.
Yeah,
4 was good.
Yeah, I know it was good, but it's been remastered on so many different.
Yeah, it's like huh?
It's the thought of the industry.
Yeah, it's been a little bit everywhere.
That's a quotable. But it's definitely been ran through, put it like that's been on every system since the GameCube, bro.
Not just systems, tablets, phones.
I don't get, so I don't know why that's not a. I mean, no, I'm not getting it.
Refrigerators,
Lego kits,
smart TVs. Anyway, but anyway, let's wrap it up, fellas. I think we have exhausted this. It wasn't a lot to talk about, and even with the direct, it still wasn't a lot to talk about. So I hope that y'all enjoyed the direct.
$750 million over a weekend. But that's 725, I think, over a weekend.
That's Red Dead.
$750 million over a weekend. That's a lot to talk about.
Where is it sitting at now?
I don't know. They released that figure to announce that it was the highest grossing entertainment on the weekend, but they haven't really said anything since.
Lurking Ghoul. Welcome to the show. You're a little late. Tiger King. Lurking Ghoul said, "Level, come and get these arms."
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
Don't forget Darksiders Rider. He up in there. He showed up late.
Darksiders Rider, what's up, man? I can't get these arms because I traded it in. Slap yourself! I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. But yeah, I did trade it in, man. I gave up on arms about 7 months ago. I realized that Nintendo ganked us, and all of us need to say this.
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
We played ourselves with arms, man.
No, sir. I didn't buy it.
You
it's
played
called
yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I played it, but I told
it's
you.
Called congratulations, you played yourself.
I'll keep saying it.
Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else.
No, you didn't play it, Keith?
I played it. I did. Once they released it was an Arms Fire something weekend. I played it. I was like, I'm good. Not buying it.
I'll let you slide with it then. Okay.
I appreciate it.
Anyway, this has been the Live and Level Gamers podcast. I'm gonna let these dudes sign out. I know K-Bum was looking forward to that smash. He told me privately, don't believe him live on the air. This dude has really been talking about it offline, stuff like that. So he's looking forward to it.
I'll be getting that smash, bro.
No.
Don't worry about it. It may be next year.
But go ahead, starting with Mr. K-Bum. Go and sign out, man.
No, for sure, man. It was good being on the podcast. Been a little bit under the weather, so it was good to come out with the boys, get to talk some game, get to have some fun, have some laugh with y'all in the comment section. I have for those who been talking that stuff, the video game heard Cornelius. I have a high tech security system on my house, so if you want to come rob me, you can try me. But I got that. Was that doorbell camera and everything?
Say it again. Say something else.
Come out here and try me. But no, it was good podcast, man. Good talking in the chat for sure.
Go ahead, Keith.
Get over here.
What just happened? I didn't get a chance to say what's up. So what's up, everybody? Goodbye, everybody. It was a great podcast. I didn't talk about what I played this week. I didn't play nothing. I did see First Man. I don't know if anybody was interested in seeing that movie. It was beautiful. It was
First Man.
Yeah, it's a story of Neil Armstrong being the first man to walk on the moon.
Oh, okay.
It finally clicked to me about astrophysics and why it's so important. Now, granted, of course it's important. You want to know these things, but like they were in space, there was a scene, and they were trying to link up with their fuel, I guess. They can't see, and it finally clicked. I was like, that's why. I know somebody can call me dumb or whatever, but they literally cannot see. They're blind. So they have to know the calculations and things like that. I don't know. I don't know why it finally clicked, but I thought it was a really good movie. It was
That's legit.
I just got schooled. I'm like, what?
You never thought about it?
Nah.
I never thought about it. I was like, man, they're literally blind in space because you're in this cockpit. You got one little small window. You
Yeah.
see anything. So you have to know, like, it's 30 clicks out. Okay, then I know I need to go 30 clicks out. I can close my eyes literally and just do it. But I need to know these things because I'm literally blind in space. So, but no, other than that, even though I think the moon landing was fake, I think it was good. But anyways, y'all have a good night.
he just gonna slide that on through, huh?
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
But there is strong evidence to the case that the moon landing might have been fabricated. There is a lot of evidence that suggests it's a possible fabrication.
Russia goes.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's a
Russia, first man in space to do a moonwalk, and the United States is like, man, we got to do something. Nah, it went too fast, in my opinion, because we had so many failures just trying to get into space. Then all of a sudden we go to the moon.
The question is, have we been back? That's all my question.
We can be here all night.
No, I'm not finna go there. I'm just saying. I'm not finna go there. Anyway, well, D2 don't do this part, so I go to me. I'm glad y'all tuned in. Shouts out to everybody in the comment section. Nia, the truth back. Been a minute, bro. Nice to see you back in the live chat. Lurking Ghoul, late, bro. You're late. Tiger King, late. Dark Sun Rider, you're late. Anyway, but I'm glad to see y'all down there. Phoenix Star, Tony, Cornelius. Who else was in here? Let me see. Oh, Mr. Robot. I don't know. You signed in, but happy to have you in. And all the rest of you cats that was down there. I ain't going through this to see who all down there. Keeping the live chat lit. This was a Live and Level Gamers podcast. Till next time.
Slap yourself! Oh my God! Stupid!
Peace.